Welcome back to round 3 in the winners bracket of the r/OverwatchSwitch Community Summer Skirmish. Just a quick run over the format for those that missed it, in case you did. This tournament consists of pre-made teams of players in the r/OverwatchSwitch Discord with no minimum or maximum SR. Teams are pre-made squads formed of existing teams or using the LFG channel in the Discord. Ringers will be provided from a pool of players if they are needed. And each round of the tournament is a best of 3 on the current competitive map pool, and it uses open queue with Farah banned, so we don't see that pesky Far Mercy ruining every single game. And every match will be best of 3, except for the finals, which is a best of 5. Now then, before we get into this match, which is a big one, Hybris versus RA, a rematch of last time's finalists, we would like to take a second and thank Spark Hosted for sponsoring this weekend's tournament. Spark Hosted is a web hosting and design company who focuses on providing business-class web hosting to the everyday user. Along with sponsoring this weekend's tournament, they're also offering all viewers the first month of hosting for free when you use the code OWTO619. Once again, thank you to them for sponsoring us, and this will be an amazing match. Homeboy, what maps will we be seeing today?
The maps for today, we will start on Nepal, then we'll move to Volskaya, and then we will move to Havana if we get to a third map.
Ooh, hopefully we will. Nice series to end it. And who is lining up today for the first team?
The lineup for Rebel Assassins will be Miggy and Super on tank, BB Cool on DPS, and then Papega, Polar, and Soda Cat on support.
Interesting. Now then, lining up in parallel to them on the Hybris team. On tank, we have Burnt and Isma. On DPS, we have Alpha. And on support, we have Cosmo, Greg, and Navid. Now then, we have 2 very strong teams here. Finalists from last time. A big rivalry between these two. Probably the biggest on the platform. Spanning back since the game started. I would say the 2 oldest teams on the platform as well. Interesting to see how this match plays out. Now then, who do you have to win this game, homeboy?
I honestly have faith in Rebel Assassins this time.
You think Rebel Assassins can pull it out? See, it's a tough one for me. I genuinely feel any match between these 2 can go either way. And Hybris has been coming out on top recently, but I think Rebel Assassins just need to find their footing. And honestly, I'm going to go with Hybris, though. You know, like, I may not like the team personally, but I've got to admit, I think they're the best team on Switch. They're first seed for a reason, because they are the best. They've proven it time again. As numbers constantly says, they are in fact 2 times tournament winners, and no other team can say that. So, maybe they're going to try and make it 3 times. But they have to get through Rebel Assassins first, and the winner of this will play Cloud9 in the winners' finals. Before the winner of that, obviously, moving on to grand finals, and the loser having to play in that losers' finals. So interesting to see. We see Hybris running the traditional 3-3 Zenyatta goats, and Rebel Assassins also running that, but with a Sigma instead of a Diva. So possibly susceptible to this brawly comp that Goats tends to turn into. They're meeting in the room, and Soda Cat gets the first pick down to Navid. That's very large. The Lucio heal's gone, and Miggy and Soda dispatch of Hybris very quickly, and that's a 1 fight for Rebel Assassins. They're going to force Hybris back. They're looking for that Diva mech if they can, but it's going to fall to critical, not to 0 though, and Rebel Assassins will take this first cap. Very quick fight there, homeboy. Navid falling quite soon.
Yeah.
All right. We see nice play in here. Miggy gets caught off guard, and Greg is able to just deal with him. The shatter comes out from Burnt, and that's a very nice play there from Hybris. They're going to move forward and cap this point, it looks, unless a miracle can come out here. Isma finding 3. And that's a nice cap from Pause. Sorry for the dead air. I was taking a drink. We'll see an early shatter coming out here, and Rebel Assassins are immediately going to retake the point by using their own shatter to cap it. So, nice, easy play coming out there for Rebel Assassins. They cap it before Hybris can get to their 30%. And this looks like it's going to be a very back and forth match, doesn't it? Looks like teams are just going to trade based upon what ults they have available, and both teams seem to have the same ults coming online at the same time. And this Sigma ult could be very big, getting the entire team down to half health. That's a great Sigma ult, forces out the beat and the trans. Trans comes out from both teams. Huge grab there coming out from Rebel Assassins, and they're able to clean up this team fight. Both teams using the grab, both teams using the beat, and both teams using the trans, although beat almost already back for Rebel Assassins.
Did Rebel Assassins use beat?
Actually, I don't believe they did. Apologies about that. So Hybris currently Shatter Bomb combo with the Rally to engage, and Rebel Assassins only having Shatter, Beat, and possibly Rally very soon. See them engaging on this right side. They're looking for that Shatter Bomb. There's the Shatter. Can the bomb find anybody? Finds Zenyatta, but will Hybris... Oh, the boop off onto Burn. He falls. Lucio looking for more boops. Brig pops Rally there to try and prolong this fight, as well as the beat coming out. Hybris getting killed. SodaCat finds Cosmo. He's the better Brig. Oh, it's overtime here for Hybris. Nice Sigma ult coming out here. Able to get D.Va out of Mechan. This looks like a 1 point here from Rebel Assassins, although Alpha never to be counted out. His Zarya picking off SodaCat. Greg finds Papega, but Navid dies in return. Trans comes out just to save Alpha's life. He's going to be building that grab really quickly. Early grab comes out there though from Rebel Assassins. Will they be able to find anybody with it? Super kills Cosmo. Alpha finds two. Can he get a third? He uses that grab. He gets a third. Will Hybris be able to cap this? Alpha solo carrying by himself. The rank 1 player in EU holds the point by himself and retakes it. And
impressive play by...
Yeah, very impressive play. Isma switching over to the ball. Will he go back to spawn and change? No, looks like they're going to stick with the ball. And, well, I'd say, honestly, Rebel Assassins have the advantage coming into this. They're coming closer to ults than Hybris are. And even a lost team fight would put them in a very good place. They drop down low, though. They're going to get the point before Hybris can. And Hybris are just going to play safe. Isma going for the boot there on the Hammond. Doesn't find anybody, however. Shatter comes out. Big slam there. Gets the pin onto the Reinhardt, and the bubble is broken. Trans comes out to keep this team alive. And although Isma finds SodaCat, Rebel Assassins making short work of the rest of Hybris. And that's a cap. Isma, the only one left on point, but he'll fall. Zenyatta in the air. Dies to Super. And that is round 1 for Hybris. Sorry, against Hybris. Rebel Assassins taking that. Beautiful play.
I had faith in my boys, dude. And they rise up.
I did say, in my defense, I said it could go either way. I just decided to side with Hybris.
You could also say this is some of the top players from NA going top players on EU.
Well, you could then also argue that Cloud9 has the top players in NA, couldn't you?
And EU.
and the EU, they are the mixed team of the bunch.
That's why I said some of. That's why I said some of.
Yeah, some of indeed. Any team can be bolstered by Weiwei. We see Sombra Goat switched over to from Hybris. They're going to look for that hack, but Alpha just being kept away. They're not really letting him get a position in. Polar gets hacked, but that's not going to be too difficult for Hybris to clean up. Both Rhines with the Discord orb on them. It's no picks coming out early like last time. No clear dominant winner. Although Cosmo this time finds SodaCat. The Brigittas trading and Miggy falls. This will be a 1-1 fight for Hybris. Definitely. Oh boy, I hope you agree with me here. Sombra Goats is going to win 9 times out of 10 against regular Goats.
That is very true.
Yep.
Especially Sigma goats.
Especially Sigma goats. Yeah, you're correct. Personally, I think Sigma goats is the weakest form of goats you can run. I believe Sigma is a complete dead weight to the team. So, very interesting to see how Rebel Assassins will go about attacking this point now. Shatter comes out there from Miggy, but he's going to get melted very quickly and have to back off. Burnt has his own Shatter, so he'll be looking for it. Blocked by Miggy, however, and Miggy's able to find Navid. That's a beautiful play. The Sigma ult lifts both the Zenyatta and the Zarya into the air, but he gets hacked out of it. Transcendence comes out from the Rebel Assassins Zenyatta, and Hybris are going to start losing the point here. Super currently 1v1ing Alpha, but Alpha's going to back off. All that's left on point is Greg. He's just going to die quickly, and that is a capped point for Rebel Assassins. Nice fight from them, and do you think Rebel Assassins have the ability to hold on to this now with Hybris building that EMP? They've got Beat, they've got Grav, they've got Rally. I think the EMP is just going to win it for Hybris instantly, no contest.
Yeah, but if I'd have to say, if their support, if Rebel Assassins support plays correctly, then that EMP can get 0 value.
Yeah, we saw Clown Cam do that. The support's in hiding away from the ult. And Grav comes out from BB Cool, but Beat used to negate it. There goes the EMP, the Shatter, and the Grav all at the same time. That's as well as Rally. 5 ults use that fight for Hybris, and all they've got now is Transcendence. So Rebel Assassins will be easily hoping that they are able to take this with the ults they have.
Yeah, but their rally was a huge waste because Cosmo got immediately murdered.
Yeah, no value there from the rally. It's sort of a wasted ult as they didn't even need it to clean up a one fight. But he'll build it quickly, and that's all that matters. Miggy looking to build up that last percentage for a Shatter. There's the Shatter. He's got it built. Will he use it? A second, this Zen comes out of Transcendence. He's going for the... Oh, the Shatter gets 4. Miggy, beautiful. He's going to walk forwards, and he's just melted Hybris. Only 3 ults used from Hybris, from Rebel Assassins in this. They get the team kill, and they're going to have both Trans and Beat, two the biggest ults in the game, surely, for GOATs. And then they're coming online to that Grav as well, whereas Hybris, they only have this yes, they are relatively close to the both the Grav and the Lucio ult, but it may take them a while, and they may need to lose a team fight before they're able to get anything. Hybris coming up this left stairs now. Ryan just going to walk straight into their team. He looks to build the Shatter, only gets BB Cool, but both B and Transcendence come out to save him, and Burnt falling low, but he's healed up straight away by his team, and Hybris get picked off first. Alpha tries to build up that EMP, but he's not anywhere close, and Burnt falls as well, and that's another one team fight for RA, and honestly, homeboy, I see RA taking this map now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Hybris has time to recontest.
Alpha may be able to get in and touch this, but a coordinated push, I don't think they have. Will Alpha even be able to make this? Yes, he does last second. Grav used to try and get him, but the Rhine booped away. Oh, Soda Cat. That's bullying. But booped away last second.
Papega booped him last second again.
Beautiful play from RA to take map 1. And Super deservedly getting play of the game on that Sigma. I may have been wrong about the Sigma GOATs. May have been wrong indeed. And Hybris. Hybris putting up a very strong fight against RA. And as I said to you earlier, homeboy, these games can go either way. And I think we're seeing that today, that maybe, just maybe this time it swings in RA's favor.
Mm-hmm.
See, wonderful play from both teams, and we will move on to map 2, which is Volskaya Industries. And welcome back to map 2. We'll be going on to Volskaya, obviously, Rebel Assassins taking map 1 off of Hybris. Very closely fought, though, and it'll be interesting to see how they play around this 2CP map here. Now, homeboy, you're clearly going to stick with Rebel Assassins for this map,
yep,
aren't you?
Mm-hmm. That is very true.
Yeah. See, Whereas I'm going to stick with Hybris. I think they can pull it back, make it a 2-2.
Yeah.
So, interesting to see whether both teams switch to the Sigma Goats here. Matt subbing in, which means that either he's taking over Zarya duties from Isma, or they're running Alpha on the Zarya and playing Matt on the Sigma to mirror their comp. So, will be interesting to see what gets picked from both sides here. Only 10 seconds left before we can see the comps, and personally, I think Hybris are going to stick with that Sombra Goats. It worked better for them in the end. And we see the comps revealed to us, and I got it right. Matt moving on to the Sigma and Alpha playing the Zarya. They are playing that mirror comp because they just want to get in there. And they've decided that the Sombra Goats just isn't enough to hack that Sigma and turn him into an ult battery for them. So, Homeboy, what do you think of Volskaya in terms of goats? You know, I don't see it as a very good map for goats. It's too tight, in my opinion. You need a little bit more space to make use of goats fully. Otherwise, you're just clumped together in one big crowd, and it's not as helpful.
See, I see it as it depends on the situation, but generally, it's not a good map.
Yeah. Situational. Interesting to see how it plays. Hybris playing cautious, moving through this right side, just trying to get towards point. Bird gets the early pick there onto Miggy though, and that's going to snowball straight into a fight win there for Hybris unless something drastic happens. But no, Bird's able to clean up, and well, Homeboy, let's hope I'm right about this map and we get a thriller of a game.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a very, very extraordinarily quick cap from Hybris.
Papega spamming voice lines as usual.
Yep. No, that's not Papega, that's Cosmo.
Oh, is it?
The Brigitte, yeah.
No, Papega spamming voice lines.
Apologies for that mix-up. I am of a low IQ, so it tends to happen quite a lot. Then again, I'm casting Switch Overwatch, so it's pretty much certain that I've got a low IQ. We see, oh, nice block there from Miggy onto Bird. Although Alpha is able to get rid of Soda Cat, and this is an extremely quick fight coming out here from Hybris. They are renewed. They have, like, vigor almost. And nice grab flux forcing out the Transcendence from Hybris, and RA starting to come back. Nice pin there onto the Zarya, but Bird able to find Soda Cat, and Rebel Assassins are just trying to drag out this fight as long as possible until they can come back. There's the beat drop, saving Papega and Super, but not for long. Papega, the only one left on point. Zarya gets that big grab. Hollow with a huge grab. But Alpha still has a grab of his own. Here comes both the Trans and the Brigitte ult at the same time. Grabbed off point, slightly wasted. Here, the beat comes in, massive shatter there from Miggy, gets 5 of them, and Zenyatta's in the backlines just shooting down. They switch to the ball for that stall. Question is, will they be able to find anybody? Miggy gets a pin there onto Navid, and that could flip it if Rebel Assassins can just keep contesting, but they can't. Ball dies, and I don't think Rebel Assassins are going to be able to get the point. That's it. Hybris cap with 4 minutes 37 in the time bank. My God, Homeboy, that was a massacre.
That was a roll. Holy.
That is the second quickest time we have seen on Volskaya today, somehow. Because Cloud9 capping it in 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining against Golden Kitsunes earlier in the day.
Keep the bias under control.
Apparently that was biased. I was just trying to state a cool fact.
No, it's mentioned it 3 times.
No, I've not.
Yeah, you have.
Okay. I'm a very biased caster, quite clearly, and I'm going to get hate from it. All hate be directed to my Twitter, @KirbyShouts. I want more followers.
Yeah.
I'm grinning right now, but you can't see it.
You can go DM me on Instagram, @HomeW.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
So, Homeboy hasn't laughed at any of my jokes recently, so I'm gonna make a joke. Homeboy, why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know.
To get to the other side. Classic Kirby.
Here, I got a better version.
Yeah, go on.
Why did Fox cross the road?
Don't know.
To get away from Weiwei. I know.
You mean why did Hybris? Okay. Let's continue with this. RA are obviously going to look to pull out the exact same maneuver that Hybris do, but Hybris peeling early. The Ryan coming in from behind gets the pin. Doesn't find anybody, and he falls pretty quickly. And it's the exact same story on Hybris' attack. Although Cosmo able to find that pick onto Polar. Will this be enough for Hybris to maybe get back in there? But the Reinhardt is still alive for Rebel Assassins, and that tends to be a big turn-off for attacking teams. And are Hybris going to try and... No, Cosmo falls to Super, and Hybris are going to recontest, but whether they actually fully change the tides of the fight is unknown. And no, Burnt is going to back off as Rebel Assassins cap it just as quickly as Hybris do. Now that we're looking for a second point snowball, and they have the ults to back it up, which is the very good thing about winning the first fight on a 2CP map. You have those ults in the bank. There's the grab already coming out from Hollow. Very, very quick. Gets Burnt to one. Burnt blocks the shatter coming out from Miggy. But the Gravitic Flux finds Burnt in the end. Ults coming out from everybody. I can't even keep track of what's going on my own screen right now. Booping around the place. All the ults, all the particles, all the Sigma grabs. Everything is happening. It looks like Hybris have changed the tide of the fight, and Hybris will hold. 5 minutes 20 left in Rare's time bank, and well, this is looking pretty solid for Hybris so far. They seem to have the ult advantage. Do you agree, homeboy?
Yeah, I do. Rebel Assassins does have some really big ults coming. Paul is probably just going to be looking to poke for that grab as much.
Grab comes out early there from Hybris, but the beat is used to cancel it out. But Miggy falls very early, and production is currently flexing his girlfriend in our ears. It's making me really lonely. I just can't do it. Hybris, obviously, roll RA. I'm crying about being alone. Homeboy, you can't really talk because your girlfriend's named Homegirl on Switch. And
That was I'll explain that to you later.
I'd rather have no girlfriend than that. That's a joke. That's a joke. I'm a very lonely person. The grab comes out there though, gets burned, and Rebel Assassins have this momentum. They may be able to cap this with about 3 minutes left in the time bank. That's a brilliant Sigma ult, getting everybody down to half health. But Hybris starting to respawn, and Cosmo is able to pick off Miggy. No res comes out. So here comes the massive Sigma ult comes out there from Matt. As usual, playing a very clean Sigma, and that's another one fight from Hybris. Next to my controller again. I'm very sorry for being a terrible producer. Luckily, it wasn't during the team fight. It had ended. So, Clam can't even yell at me. Clam can yell at me, but... Clam, don't yell at me. We don't talk about that currently, homeboy. We're champs. Rebel Assassins are getting bullied by Hybris at this point. Every time they push in, Hybris have an ult to counter what Rebel Assassins are going to throw at them, and the slam gets blocked by the Zarya bubble, and Alpha finds Soda Cat early, and it looks like another one fight here for Hybris, unless Rebel Assassins can somehow kill 4 of them in the space of a few seconds. And Hybris going deep towards Rebel Assassins. Rebel Assassins has 2.5 minutes left in the time bank, so they've still got time, but it's a lot less than Hybris. A very great margin less. And Homeboy, what do you think Rebel Assassins need to do to get this one fight? just to get the fight they need?
Honestly, that's all you do. It seems to be how many teams will win fights in Switch. But it works. Alright, Hybris cleans up this fight with Rebel again. But Hollow does have his grab online, and Pega does have the beat. And Polar is getting super close to a Transcendence, which will be really big against Ultimates. But Hybris has almost all 6 of their Ultimates, which will be a very big problem.
Oh my god, Hybris. 6 Ultimates across the board. The Rebel Assassins can just... They use both support ults, Rebel Assassins, too early, and Gravitic Flux can come out and just melt the rest of that barrier off. There's Transcendence coming out from Polar. And, well, the slam from Burnt, my word, gets 4 people. And that's crazy. Oh, Hybris still with 3 ults online as well. Rebel Assassin's got 4 now, but they don't have the big ults, the Trans and the Lucio, which Hybris do have, and that's the difference, in my opinion, between a won and a lost fight. Having the Trans and Lucio, and, well, Homeboy, I think Hybris have got this map on lock, honestly, and will be going to a 3rd. Which I believe is Havana, if I am not wrong. Yep, Shatter blocked there by Burn, and that's a... Ooh. The pin comes out into Cosmo, though. That could be the pick that Rebel Assassins need, unless they die here in this grab. Trans comes out, but it's too late. Burnt is able to just melt through them, build up that Shatter, and get it down, and that's a 1 fight for Hybris. Lucio giving up. He knows there's no point. And, well, that's a very, very good fight. So, we'll move into map 3. Play the game here, coming out from Alpha. He's definitely been a standout performer on this Zarya, building grab after grab after grab. So, be interesting to see whether any changes come out from either team moving into this 3rd map. And we will be right back with the 3rd map. And we move into map 3. The tournament's been a lot closer this time round, and we'll move into the tiebreaker map, Havana. It really fits the winter theme of this round's maps, you know. Nepal, Volskaya, Havana, 3 of the coldest places on Earth, you know. Just not much we can do about that. You know, maybe climate change, it's getting a bit colder. I don't know if that's how climate change works. I'm not Greta Thunberg.
It would be getting hotter.
Okay, thank you, Homeboy. Homeboy is our resident meteorologist. He knows all about the weather. And BB Cool subbing in for... Yeah. BB Cool subs in for Hollow on Rebel Assassins, and I think that's a smart play. I think BB Cool, his Zarya is a lot stronger than Hollow's. I think Hollow is a very good soldier. Zarya, iffy. So we're going to move into this map. Rebel Assassins will attack first this time. The sides have been switched. And it will be nice to see how they go about doing this.
What's ironic about you bringing up the weather thing is I used to have a fear of, like, weather spawn natural disaster.
You're scared of the clouds?
Can you shut
up? It's just, Homeboy just looks... I imagine Homeboy out on a walk, and his mum's like, oh, don't worry, Homeboy, it's a lovely day out here. Lovely day. Yeah, he looks up at the sky, and he sees a cloud, and he just starts, like, cowering. He's like, Mum...
No, I'm talking like tornadoes.
There's a cloud.
I'm talking like tornadoes.
Oh yeah, we don't have those in the UK because we're civilized. Over here, the Queen just like she calls like a national execution, and they pick like 4 people at random, maybe. And they took my nan last year, you know.
Yeah, well, to be fair, the skies there always just look like, I don't know, depressing.
No, how do you know? The sky recently has been very nice in the UK. We've had very nice weather over lockdown. which we have all been following on like America. So, you know, social distancing, homeboy.
No, fam.
Homeboy, news in. Homeboy does not care about old people. Anyway,
I'm literally at an old person's house.
oh,
Right
there we
now.
go. More proof. He hates the old people. No social distancing. Oh my god! Right out the gate, Rebel Assassins being held at their own spawn currently by Hybris, who are playing ultra aggressive, and RA is just. I mean, they've rotated around, and SodaCal falls early, and this is a spawn camp here from Hybris already. And see, homeboy, you said RA was going to win this match, and I told you it would be Hybris, and they're coming for the reverse, aren't they?
I mean, this fight's pretty even.
Yeah, yeah. Although, but I think Hybris are getting that valuable ult charge just as quickly as Rebel Assassins are, and I think that means just as much to the overall game. Whoever builds those ults first wins, in my opinion.
Yeah, but Polar has Coalescence.
Yeah, but Coalescence, it's not the biggest ult, but it's strong. You know, builds quickly, very useful. But gets that shatter, but blocked once again by Miggy. More ults coming in here. Greg, we see, has the Transcendence. And Alpha with another grab almost. Cosmo and Greg both popping ults at the same time to keep their team alive and go on the offensive. There's the grab from Alpha very early. Bird just going to swing into that. Alpha gets Pepega. Another shatter coming out here from, this time from Miggy. And Miggy able to find 2 pins. Yeah, that looks like a 1 fight there. Super picks off 3. And Rebel Assassin's going to push this now almost to doors. Hybris probably going to be able to come back, contest last minute. Maybe not, though. We'll just have to see. Yeah, Hybris getting in position, ready to come in for this contest. They have that Sigma ult, but the beat is there to cancel it out. Here comes the beat. Yep, cancels it straight out. Bird absolutely whiffs his shatter. Nowhere near anybody. That was an abhorrent ult from him, a wasted shatter that could have changed the team fight, but he will find SodaCat. And Hybris just going to keep on pressing forwards. See if they can find anybody else. Alpha just building another grab quickly and efficiently. He falls, however, to the Coalescence from Polar, and this will give Rebel Assassins the momentum to push in. Rock to the head, but shatter blocked by Matt. Transcendence comes out to counter. And Rebel Assassins very close to capping this. Hybris don't want to C9. Beat comes out from Navid as Cosmo was able to get rid of Miggy. And the grab onto Hybris. Super and BB Cool, each finding somebody. This is a very drawn out team fight, homeboy. It's just all over the place. SodaCat gets burnt, and Hybris look like they're slowly falling as SodaCat just keeps swinging, just keeps swinging, just keeps swinging. That's how the game works. Finally, Rebel Assassins take point, and my homeboy, my oh my, that was a long fight. So long, homeboy only knows how to speak in ms and ms. To you too. So, homeboy, going into this next fight, what do we see happening? Like, Greg picking off BB Cool. Yeah, homeboy being turned into a Minecraft villager. Probably about as useful as one, to be honest.
You know, villagers are one of the easiest ways to beat Minecraft.
Ooh, look at you, Minecraft nerd. Ooh.
Did you know that villagers are the easiest way to beat Minecraft? Ooh, look at me.
Sorry, Mr. Minecraft. The next time I can't craft the blast furnace, I'll be sure to ask you the recipe for it.
I'm gonna get a DM after this from Kirby saying, yo, how do you craft a blast furnace?
Oh, nice shatter there from Miggy. Yes, negated by the Transcendence, but the Sigma ult also comes out. 2 ults negated in 1 there from Greg and Cosmo, popping the Trans and the Rally at the same time. Both grabs come out at the same time. God, it's too chaotic to see what's going on. Miggy too deep in the Hybris backline, and Cosmo is able to just finish him off. Hybris win the fight, a minute 40 left in the time bank for Rebel Assassins, and Hybris in a strong position, but Rebel Assassins do have quite a few ults coming online. And it's looking interesting. Sorry for the dead air. I was taking a drink and I don't know, Homeboy was probably playing Minecraft because he's the expert.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not even watching the game. You're playing Minecraft.
Definitely taking a drink, 100%.
I've got hay fever. Leave me alone. That's my excuse if I ever get yelled at. Just, I have hay fever. You can't be mean to me. I can't
So I
breathe.
didn't see a message in the content Discord, or
I was taking a drink whilst messaging. Come on, it only takes one hand, Mark. Rebel Assassins take this team fight easy as we accidentally pulled away from that for too long. There was some really nice play there from Miggy to just get in there, beat down Hybris, and Navid gonna be the last one to die. He'll be respawning soon after Alpha. Alpha who has another grab, and honestly,
Seconds remain.
Alpha has been the standout player for Hybris so far, don't you agree?
I agree on that actually.
Yeah. The
play has been
constant
extremely.
Yeah, the constant grabs are just beautiful. That's a great gravitic flux coming out there. That gets Matt so low, he's able to just be finished off by Sodacat with one swing. And Bird uses Shatter all the way in the Rebel Assassin's backline, so he's going to fall very quickly. And Rebel Assassins coming back to point for this 4v6 now. They'll be hoping to clean it up here and now. And Rebel Assassins look like they're cleaning up this team fight. Will they be able to cap it? Who knows? Alpha falls, just Navid on point. Matt raining in damage to go to that ult charge. Yep. There goes Navid, super finishing off the team fight. And that's a cap from Rebel Assassins. Very, very tough map to cap. Both second and third points in my opinion, Havana. Especially the last bridge section of Havana. Absolute pain to try and push through. Because it's one choke, really, isn't it? You've got to follow that through one tight choke. And I feel like the bridge is just so narrow. There's not much you can do. Hybris going straight in. But Rebel Assassins using those ults, yeah, Transcendence counters. Miggy's huge shatter. And that grab coming out there from Rebel Assassins too. The beat used to counter it. And Miggy and Burnt are just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and it's just never ending. It's a seesaw. RA versus Hybris is just a seesaw.
Yeah, but Miggy's almost built up another shatter in no time.
Yeah, and Sodacat is swinging against everybody. Just swing and swing and swing and swing. That's the Ghost meta for you, everybody. If you can just hold RT, you're going to win.
If you play Brick.
Grab comes out there. Beat comes out to navigate both Gravitic Flux and Graviton Surge at the exact same time. 10 seconds left on the clock for RA. This is their last chance. Miggy falls though, however, and that's big for Hybris. Bird has his shatter blocked by the remaining Sigma barrier, and RA are contesting points, so they are still in this. Polar pulls out the Coalescence. Will he be able to find anybody? No. RA still struggling there. Reinhardt on his way back. He switches to ball, however, for this contest. Build a quick minds, maybe. Grab comes out there from Rebel Assassins, but countered again by both Beat and Transcendence. Grab comes out here from Hybris. Will it be enough to finish the point? Rebel Assassins gets the Gravitic Flux, but Navid able to beat Papega in the 1v1. Cosmo then kills Sodacat. The mirror matches going thick and fast. Matt gets the big ult. Sig9 off of point. Brilliant play from Matt from Hybris to just clean up that fight. And Homeboy, that is a very close round.
Yeah, I'd say Rebel Assassins clutched out really hard there.
Initiating match.
Yeah.
They still have a pretty good chance at winning this if they have a really good defense.
Yeah, they can get the strong defense here. There's no... apologies, there's no clear-cut winner currently in my eyes. I think if RA have this solid defense on first point, they could quite easily do it, but I still see Hybris pushing this all the way, in my opinion. And moving on to winners finals against Cloud9. We see the Moira continuing to be run here by RA instead of a Zenyatta, and personally I think the Zenyatta Goats has a much better chance of winning against a Moira Goats, simply because of the mixture of Discord Orb and Trans. Although Harmony Orb may not do too much healing, it does enough to help sustain a team fight, plus the damage from a Zenyatta and the Discord Orb providing that 30% extra damage. It allows Ryan Pins to one-shot the enemy Reinhardt, and that's just a brilliant thing to have. Plus Transcendence cancels every ult in the game. And we'll see Hybris engaging straight away. Okay, most ults. Hybris are, walking forwards. They're breaking the Ryan barrier, breaking the Sigma barrier. There's no barriers in existence anymore for Rebel Assassins, and they're going to have to engage at some point. And will it be now? No. Rebel Assassins playing that passive playstyle they usually play in the 2-2-2 comp. Yeah, Bird falling low, but so does Miggy. Bird gets the early... Bird gets the early shatter, I think. As well as Miggy. Did both of them use shatter, homeboy?
I believe so.
Yeah, Alpha has that grab already. He got stunned. Production telling us that Miggy, in fact, got stunned out of shatter. So, very nicely played. And Alpha with that grab already. And as I predicted, Hybris have absolutely coasted through first point. And worrying for Rebel Assassins, this second point is very snowball worthy. You win one fight and that can be the entire point. So RA setting up on this high ground position. They don't want Hybris to be taking it. But Hybris going to move up there, try and contest them on it anyway. They've got that grab, but Rebel Assassins also close to their grab. We see an early Sigma ult. They're going to use both Beat and Transcendence to counter it. Rally comes out here from Rebel Assassins as well as the Coalescence as Matt pops Gravitic Flux. Alpha still not used this grab yet, and Sodacat falls incredibly low. Cosmo finishes him. Pevega still holding onto that beat, and Miggy, the big shatter coming out there from Bird, clinging up into the Alpha grab. And I personally think Hybris looking the stronger team of the two here. They just have that fight within them. So this will be a very interesting final fight on this point. Both teams, both teams having ults, but only, there's the early grab. And the pin comes out there from Miggy onto Alpha, but Alpha kept alive by his team. Miggy being forced back, dies to Matt and Alpha working together. Alpha comes back, kills the Brigitte. He's charging that grab so quickly. Bird uses the shatter. And it's just a massacre there for Hybris. They're able to just farm ults and cap that second point without any issues. And Rebel Assassins falling apart at the seams, it seems.
Yeah.
And, well, interestingly, if Rebel Assassins lose this, they go on to face Rebel Assassins 2 in the losers round. So, A team versus B team, we've seen it already in the tournament, and we'll be seeing it again, it looks, as Hybris have 4 minutes 40 seconds to push to bridge. And although this map very easy to hold on final point, I think it just depends on who dies first. Gravitic Flux comes out to counter the grab, and Miggy pinned, dies because of the Discord Orb, although Polar is able to find Alpha, and Matt booped off the map by Sodacat's flail. And a shatter comes out, however, from Bird. He's just trying to flip that fight, but it doesn't look like he caught anyone. He may be blocked by the Sigma shield. And I mean, Hybris just never stopping. Miggy comes back for Rebel Assassins, but Hybris aren't giving up. And the Lucio for Rebel Assassins, Pega off the map, doing activities, who knows? And oh, the beautiful slam into pin there from Burnt. That is a very quickly won fight for Hybris. Rebel Assassins now, they're just going to have to try and contest this, but will they respawn in time? They will just respawn in time. They've got to come in with these ults. They've got to. Burnt is going to be waiting there, ready with a shatter. Sodacat in position to contest. Sodacat gets the contest off. So, Hybris. Oh my. Miggy falls instantly. Cosmo and Alpha clean up. And there's the grab from BB Cool. Not able to find anybody as beat is used to just clear out the fight. There's a shatter from Burton. I think, pending a miracle, this is a one fight here from Hybris, and they will take the map. Still going, however. Rebel Assassins don't want to give up. The trans comes out, but Polar does get the pick off onto Navid. This is still winnable for Rebel Assassins. The question is, can they do it? Alpha with another grab. He gets it again. And Bird just walking forwards. He's going to build another shatter. Alpha picking off Sodacat. Here comes the Gravitic Flux from Matt. Just barely a stall here from Pega on Rebel Assassins. He's trying his hardest to not die whilst the rest of his team falls around him. And it's a simple cleanup, and Hybris will take the match. RA relegated to the losers bracket, and Hybris will play Cloud9 in the winners finals. First seed against second team. And player of the match for you, who do you think? Homeboy?
Alpha.
I've got to agree with you there, Homeboy. Alpha, standout performer. I think we'll try and get him in here for an interview. I'll get Homeboy to, well, we'll get Homeboy or Clam to communicate about it.
All right, Alpha, you are clearly player of the match for this outstanding match we just witnessed between the Rebel Assassins and Hybris. Tell me, all right, we saw first match. You start off with Zarya, and you actually managed to make an interesting flip, killing about half of the team single-handedly. Unluckily, you guys lost the map. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know, like, there's only so much I can do on the team, but we stepped up. Altogether, you know, the team play really increased as we brought in Matt. In that first game, it was kind of dodgy with my Sombra. I couldn't hack the Rhine. I was trying to get the Rhine, but too many shields.
What came down on your decision to hack the Sombra?
Well,
I mean,
we tried Sombra Goats. We tried the Sombra Goats and they worked in the scrims, but we didn't like plan, or we didn't think that they would go with the Sigma for the 2 shields. So we didn't really know how to work around that. I couldn't build my EMP that much because I couldn't get in and stuff like that.
Unlucky. And as we went on, we saw you guys do an amazing push, getting about the second highest time on Vostaya, I believe, 4:30, with Cloud9 getting 5 minutes and 10, if I believe. And then you guys did manage to hold them second point without giving them a sit.
That was incredible. Yeah.
Did it boost you guys' morale by a lot?
Our morale was like through the roof. We knew we had it. As soon as we switched it up, brought Matt in, very good Sigma player. We just played around it, played around the Sigma. I was able to build up charge much faster, and I was able to get the picks, focus on the Zen down. It was very good.
You couldn't beat them with your D.Va, join them with their comps.
Exactly, yeah. D.Va wasn't as strong as we thought it would be, so we had to switch up. And it's all about changing.
And then it seems that you were consistently able to build up drafts, help the team fights.
Yeah.
Any special thing you were doing?
Well, same as on the ladder. I'm always able to build grabs. I'm known as the grab machine and stuff like that. So
wait. Since when are you known as that?
Let's not ask questions. But I've been known to building up lots of grabs.
Is that not the whole point of this?
Just focus on the Rhine. When the Rhine goes in, you push with them, give them the bubble. Then I'm always getting full maximum charge from that, and I was able to grab.
And would you say that Grad standing on top of the gas station and then retreating left, giving away your position, would have been a tactic to intimidate the enemies?
I don't even know what we were doing there, to be honest.
Clearly they don't want to give up their plans.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. It's all about trying things out and seeing if it works. If it works, you stick with it. But we
Alright.
certainly adapted our playstyle. The game went.
And on that note, any last comments you have to make?
Well, I think Hybris is gonna win this tournament as well. We're the best team. We don't need Farah.
Ooh.
We're the best team. We
Yeah.
can roll.
Yeah, what do you
The
think about
Cloud9's
your
ready.
what do you think about your finals, winners finals match tomorrow? Because
I
obviously
feel
you've got to
like-
play winners finals before the grand finals.
It doesn't matter who our opponent is. I feel like we're gonna win either way. I have
Well,
confidence in my
apparently-
team.
Apparently, your opponent is Cloud9 and may or may not be your cat.
I mean,
Bias
Cloud9 thought
toward
that
it.
they had us when they beat us in scrims, but we definitely stepped up and showed them why we're the best team on the Switch, and we'll show them in this tournament as well.
All right, you heard it here, folks. So watch out for tomorrow. Cloud9 versus Hybris for winners final. Winner of that moves on to grand finals. We'll
Thank
see you there.
Shout out to Victor. Number one spot. Thank you.
That was an amazing series between Hybris and RA. Hybris coming out on top, and after that match, we'd like to thank Spark Hosted for sponsoring this weekend's tournament. Spark Hosted is a web hosting and design company who focuses on providing business-class web hosting to the everyday user. Along with sponsoring this weekend's tournament, they're also offering all viewers their first month of hosting for free when you use the code OWTO619. Thank you once again for Spark Hosted. We're very pleased to have them as a sponsor, and it's been a great tournament so far. Hopefully it can continue.